Nope, that didn't work. Come on. I might die doing this. Do skills transfer servers? Yes, they do. So if you, your character goes with you when you load your character into a new server. Only thing that doesn't go with you, Gek, how you doing this morning, homie? Only thing that doesn't go with you is any progress you've made in the world. So, like if I build, like I think my inventory goes with me, but all my stuff, if I build whatever, doesn't. Like these little unlocks, they'll unlock, but if there's an upgrade needed, if there's a like bench that you need for another spot, then you wouldn't be able to like actually do any of that in this server. Ooh, that's one of my tips right there. All right, so on to the tips. First tip, this game runs on my old PC. Nice. First tip, by far, something I got really used to really quickly, just like in Minecraft. Your first base is not going to be your end base, and I honestly, this is my third base. I don't think this is going to be an end point for me either. I have a feeling this is going to persist, because I saw a picture of the full world map, and there's all kinds of craziness going on up here, and lots of areas to travel via boat. And right now all I've had is a raft, and my raft is like over here somewhere. It's over here somewhere, and it's all dilapidated and destroyed. A boar came and destroyed my raft. So that's my first tip, is don't get too super attached to each one of your bases, because I feel like you're gonna move a lot. Yes, yeah, they do have a portal system later on in the game that I think I think this is the great part about this game right now, is that people don't know what's going on or what's to come or what to see or what things you're doing now mean what in the future. So that's kind of why I'm trying to, like, because there's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know. I'm still only on the cusp of the Bronze Age, and I know it goes much further than that. So that would be my first tip, is just get used to moving stuff around. My second tip is use these markers here. If you find anything, it'll be really helpful to do that. I've got a couple caves. This little area is kind of mapped out. You just double click, type in this cool spot, and then press enter, and then now that's on there. And then you can make this visible to other players, so if somebody else is on your map, they can get all your markers that you have on your map. And then if you want to get rid of it, you just right click it, and that's gone. Third tip, I don't have like a certain number here. It's not like I made 20 tips or 10 tips. Third tip, don't build too close to the ocean. This base right here is all like green and falling apart. Well, there's a reason for that. But I built kind of high up on a piece of rock, so it actually worked out in my favor. But over here I built kind of close, but it was more on a hill. The water, the weather effects really start to kind of take its toll on your area, and I think could destroy your base. I wasn't that close, but I do know that water will just kind of flow into your house essentially. Fourth tip, or my next tip, posts. Now this is very underutilized. When you build in this game, do we have any wood? I don't think we have any wood, do we? I have like literally no wood. Let's see what my cart has. Nope. Well, I have one wood. Well, here, I can still explain this. So when you build in this game, you could just build these walls and they're fine, and you can stack quite a bit of stuff on here. But the thing that you want to do is use the posts to kind of add more structure to the base. So I've got a post in between each spot here. Every point in which there's a post available, I have one going all the way straight up. And then I've built kind of a framework, and then I built everything on it, because what'll happen is you'll build and it just won't hold its strength when it gets attacked. Let's say if that happens, not to say that anything will attack you, no spoilers here, if I can help it, but it'll hold a lot better. Granted, there's going to be better upgradable like versions. I know there's like 2 or 3 other types of wood, and I know you can get eventually to where you're using stone, which I'm sure will have its own structural integrity as well. So consider building framework before just placing walls around your little base. You want it to have some structural integrity to some degree. Yes. My next tip regards to food. I don't have any. Well, actually, I do. Let me make a. Oh, I don't even know if I could build one right now. Yeah, we need one of these. Well, when you're cooking, what you want to do is cook your cooked meat. This, I think, is just raw meat. Yeah, and then you also want to cook neck tail, and then you also want to find and eat mushrooms. You eat those 3 things together, you'll get like a nice bonus. It'd be nice if I could cook just one of those tails so you guys can see. Let me go chop something down. There's like a crazy storm going on right now. Rude. Is that enough? Yeah, you eat all 3 items. Exactly level. You eat all 3 items and you have yourself a solid stamina and health bonus. There, now we'll make this bad boy. Okay. There you go. It's gonna cook a tail and some raw meat. We'll wait while that continues on. Afterwards, after the talk here, I'll give you a little walk through the house and the area that I found. Oh, and I need to open it up if you're wanting to play, homie. Perfect. All right, so you'll see here you have 3 different slots for eating. This actually means you can only eat like one of each type of item. So you can't just fill that with mushrooms. If you eat a mushroom, and if you try to eat another one, it'll say you can't eat any more mushroom. So you have to diversify your meal. So you eat grilled neck tail and then cooked meat, and you get this super like crazy good bonus. Your energy, your stamina meter is really long. It's, I think, just the best early game version of stamina and health that you can give yourself before you go adventuring. I think later on what you can do is actually use like there's a cooking pot that you can get eventually. Yeah, a cauldron. I haven't dove into this yet, but the cauldron will allow you to cook other things, maybe some other better meals, which I think will consist, or those meals will be able to be put in each slot. So you can have like a drink, a meal, and like a dessert or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. So it's actually good that it's raining right now. Next tip is things under a roof. Oh, well, it's not raining anymore. Things under the roof won't take rain damage. Now, this is interesting. So when you're finding these random buildings, you'll see how they look. I think you can, yeah, you can pull the hammer out and basically repair anything. But you have to have a workbench nearby to repair it. But you see how it's got lower health. It's like kind of green. The pieces are crooked. This is because of rain damage. So your base will do this as long as you don't have your wood related stuff under a roof. And done a little couple tests with this. Like, it's really forgiving. Can I jump up there? Probably not. Oh, I gotta be in the... No, I can't. Well, it's super forgiving. So I have like a framework around the edge of the roof here, and none of those things are taking any water damage. It seems like around the roof there's like a little, like, maybe it's a small, let's call it a force field that goes around, so these things that actually kind of stick out past the roof aren't being affected by rain at all. So this is why everything's super safe inside of here. If you build anything out here without a roof, it'll start to deteriorate. I don't know about fences just yet, but eventually, because I'm going to build like a little farm-esque area here. So things under roofs is what you want to do, and that'll keep it from slowly deteriorating over time. But that kind of leans into my next tip, which is the repair option. Seems to be really forgiving. Like, anything that has any damage, you can just repair as long as you have the hammer out. I don't think any of this will have any damage. And it doesn't cost anything. So when you go to your workbench, let's say you have something that needs repairing, it just says repair an item. I had a hard time with this at first because I thought I was trying to, I thought I had to like pick the item and like repair it, but you just repair it all. And it doesn't take up any resources. It doesn't, you just repair it. I don't know if this is going to be persistent. The only thing that seems to get injured to some degree is the actual hammer itself. So it doesn't seem to matter. So repair everything all the time. Every time I come back to base, my routine is to get everything repaired and then do whatever task is my next task type of thing. Oh, that's right. All right, so this is going to be fun. I'm really bad at combat, so just let me preface this next tip with that. So parrying is a thing in this game. You can parry attacks and throw things off balance. Do we have any enemies nearby? I've got a bunch of knockdown trees. Okay, there we go, there we go. I'm gonna try to parry some attacks here. Nope, that didn't work. Come on. I might die doing this. There you go. See how he lost balance? It's because you can parry attacks. I was just holding block the whole time. These are lower level enemies. You don't really have to parry their attacks. But I was spending most of my time just holding the block button. The thing that I misunderstood is how actually in depth this game is as far as its combat goes. And again, I'm not really good at combat games or combat related tasks within the game at all. I'm mostly building and like farming type of stuff. But it was interesting to see that parrying does actually work, and it's not that hard. I'm just awful at it. So just before they hit you, throw that little block in there and you can parry and throw them off balance. When the forest comes to life and you're starting to get bombarded with a bunch of them, a parry is really useful when you're trying to get trying to get away, and hope that they all leave soon before they destroy your hut. My next tip, I think, is kind of a late, it's still early game, because you can get copper and tin pretty quickly. And then once, do you not notice you can change the shield color? Oh no, I did not notice that. What? How do you do that? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Where? How? I don't see no shield color changing. Oh. Alright, extra tip. Out of nowhere. You can change your shield color when you make it. I think when you make it. So this one is what it is. Oh, that means there's going to be a lot more. All right, cool. Little side tip there. Thanks, level. So once you get the ability to craft, I don't have one on me, but you want to craft this forge. Once you get 10, and then you get, or well, you have to beat the first boss. You get a pickaxe, get 10 in the black forest, and then copper as well. You need 2 copper, 1 tin, a smelter, and you don't necessarily need a charcoal kiln, but that'll help you make fuel. And then you can make what's called, do I have some on me? Nails. I don't know where the nails went. Maybe they're in the cart. You can make these bronze nails. I don't have any bronze nails. I have some bronze. You can make bronze nails, which will allow you to make a cart. This is a game changer right here. This is like exactly what I was looking for. You're gonna find yourself going in and out of the forest over and over and over, collecting wood, collecting stone, collecting whatever the heck. How you doing today, cat? Once you get this cart, watch. It straps to you, and you just take it with you, and it holds so much. It doesn't seem to have a weight limit per se, but it has a lot of space. However, I've noticed the more stuff in it, the harder it is to go uphill. So I think the weight does account for something. And this cart can take damage, so you want to be wary of that. I've got at least 2 destroyed carts out in the wilderness somewhere. If you're going to take it out with you, kind of try to stay along the edge. You can go much further by all means, but just be prepared for the constant damage to happen. If you need to repair it, you have to build a workbench really quickly, or not really quickly, you just have to build one where you are, and then you can use your hammer to repair the cart. Otherwise, you're going to have to just wait. Or just be cautious, or just make roads, which kind of leads into my final tip, or the tip that makes a lot of difference for me. I'm more of a builder in these kind of games than anything else, and so I'm doing good today, cat. Just a second, I'm almost done. So this final tip is the pickaxe and the hoe are way more useful for flattening out land than you realize. So this is all like I'm gonna be flattening this out more and more, but you can see it's a little unlevel here, not too bad. You can use the pickaxe to kind of make a flat space, and then you can use the hoe to like really smooth this space out. And that's how I did this whole little spot here. This whole spot was kind of on a little rocky hill-ish type of area. You're gonna find that when you're looking for your first base, there's a lot of like bumpiness and kind of goofiness to this, and then you can really start to flatten out a nice clean spot where I don't think any part of the dirt was sticking out except for one little spot right there at the end of my longhouse. But it's okay, I was gonna build this on a base anyway, because I've got this big old bed. So yeah, those are my pseudo beginner tips that I would say are good for this game. If you guys still want to watch or end up wanting to play this game, I think we might end up having a server soon. And then that way we can have a couple people in the same world kind of building in different locations. So yeah. Thanks for sticking through that with me, guys. How's everybody doing? Cat, Level, Gek. Guys, I love you. How's everybody? Hey, thanks for watching the video. We do this Monday through Friday on Twitch. That's 10 a.m. Most mornings, we start the day out with a discussion or talk, and then afterwards we start playing some video games. If you want to be a part of these videos, I pretty much pull these directly from Twitch and then upload them to YouTube with some minor editing. So if you want to be a part of that, you can join us over there on Twitch. That's 10 a.m. Monday through Friday Central Time, and it's twitch.tv/SmugWellflow. Here's what you're missing. Oh, I'm out. Goodbye. It's a trap. Okay. Yep, literally was. Yeah. So that happened. one time, and maybe there'll be another time that is similar to that happens. If yeah, thanks. Mm-hmm. Bye.